Hello everyone and welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. We've been a bit quiet the last few days. We haven't really posted much at all since a week ago. We thought we would downsize some of the video uploading that we've been doing and talk, I guess, a little bit about the Nintendo Switch. It's been out for a couple months now, and wanted to talk about experiences beyond just Breath of the Wild, and talk about some of the other games that I've been enjoying, which has been cool. Because I've bought, been playing some of the other games. Now, there's been some games that I've not played at all, such as Snake Pass and a few others. But I have been playing a few games here and there. I will talk about this little guy, this game. That is a Vose or Vose, I don't even know how to say it. But it's a sort of a rhythm type game that you only use the touchscreen for. It's sort of the first game you can't use the TV mode on, which is disappointing. I think it was pretty expensive at nearly $30, where you can get it for free on other platforms. I know you have to buy the songs for the game, but still a little disappointing at its price. I felt it was good. I think the only redeeming factor is the music. I like the Japanese music in it, but it was it was alright. It was okay. Shovel Knight, well, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, not too much of a big deal about it. It pretty much plays the same as it has on all other consoles. It's nice to have a portable, but you know, you already had that on the 3DS. I guess it looks better on the bigger screen. It's on every single platform, so it's not like you're missing out on much. And if you just want Shovel Knight on the Switch, you've got your chance now. Moving on, I played Blaster Master Zero, which is a cool game, but somewhere around World 3 or something like that, I actually got stuck in the game, which was kind of strange. I think it's a bug. I think there's an actual bug in the game, because I can't physically get out of a certain room. But it was really cool based on the NES game of Blaster Master Zero, which was really nice. But yeah, not a bad game. I guess it's worth the price and the admission, and that sort of thing. And that's one other game that you can look at for the Switch. Fast RMX is the best racing game around, probably until Mario Kart 8 Deluxe drops in the next literally 5 days, which is okay. It's still a great game to pick up and play, and it's like F-Zero. It's a really cool game, really put together, and it's definitely worth the price of that, I don't know, $20, $25, $30 mark here in Australia. I've completely forgotten how much it is. The latest two games I've been playing is Graceful Explosion Machine, which we tried to do a stream of it the other day, and the connection broke. I lost the stream, which was really upsetting. So I'm a little bit worried about what to do with that. So I'm hoping that the stream doesn't break apart and have problems. So hopefully we can solve that issue. But it's like a little shooting game, you know, get missiles and things that circle around your little spaceship as you move around. And I liked it up until, and there's different planets, and basically it's a high score game. It's basically an arcade sort of shooting game, and it's nicely well done. It's a good little game, but I think the problem is that there are probably other games of the genre that do a better job, and it doesn't end up being button mashing. By the time you get to World 3, you're just button mashing trying to get through the game, and it becomes pretty tedious, a bit repetitive, and not a lot of fun. It gets a little too hard, and it gets to, you know, you're doing this and just hoping you can get through the phases, because there's 3 phases in each of the levels. So that's where I was annoyed by it. But still an alright game to pick up if you like. And there's Wonder Boy The Dragon's Trap, which is a new game that has come out the last few days. I have enjoyed it quite a bit. I like how you can change from the modern day graphics that they've got and the retro style of 20 years ago, which is very, very cool. I enjoyed that a lot. I think the game is pretty tough at times. It's definitely very challenging, but that's sort of the old school challenging. You know, when you get hit, then you sort of bounce between enemies like a pinball machine. You keep losing your hearts, which is really annoying, but it is pretty much the time of those games back in the late 80s where you can get really stuffed up pretty badly, and you got to get your timing right too. So I think that's a really good game. I think that and Fast RMX is probably the two pick sort of indie type, you know, bite-sized games that you can get yourself into. And the others are sort of recommended based on what sort of games you're looking for. Now, it's a good little platformer game. There's no real... I mean, there's Shovel Knight, but I think the issue is you've probably paid it on the PS3 and the 4 and the Xbox and the Wii U and the 3DS. Like, that... Mainly, that game's been out for a long time now, and it's been ported and moved around so much. So if you wanted to play like a new type of platformer, I'd go for Wonder Boy, the Dragon's Trap. So overall, I think that the Nintendo Switch is doing very well. Sales are very nice. I think that the sales is pushing along 2.4 million. It's continuing to sell more. Obviously, we don't know what the numbers are yet for April, but I'm sure they will be pretty impressive. Mario Kart is coming out in 5 days, or pretty much 4 days here in Australia, and that will boost up sales. And then after that, you will have Minecraft, which I think will sell quite a bit. I think that will be a good little game to get. And also to Splatoon will be coming out soonish, and ARMS, which is like a day or two after E3, which is a great release day. So there's still a couple little interesting games. Like, personally, I'm not huge into Splatoon, but I do like getting it out and playing for a couple hours every now and again. It's a cool game to do it. ARMS is interesting. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'll get that or not. But if you want to try out a brand new Nintendo IP, then that's your best chance of that. And then Mario Odyssey towards the end of the year. So I think at E3, you'll hear more about what's happening between Mario Odyssey and those sort of 4 months. That's kind of pretty bare. So you might see some announced games coming out there. But I think overall the Nintendo Switch is continuing to do well into its second month. I think there's a nice little collection of indie games on the eShop, but it does really need to increase. I haven't played too much of the Neo Geo games because the controls are really kind of mucked up. They're all sort of all over the place, and I don't know why it's like that. So that's why I really haven't played any of the games, because the controls I don't like. I know it sounds awful, but you know, when there's more appealing games out there, I'll go into that. Obviously, I want to hear about the virtual console stuff. That's going to be happening, because that's going to be annoying if they don't reveal anything at E3. So this is just a bit of an update to give you a bit of an idea about how things are with the Nintendo Switch, and to say that, hey, I'm still alive, but, you know, just took a little break. And we had a lot of videos for that Nintendo Direct, and that helped us out here on the channel, and that did well. And sometimes it's good to you know, stay back and take a bit of a break from things and not go so crazy, because we do produce a lot of videos, and it is a bit stressful trying to think of content and things like that. And I like the way the system is now in terms of Nintendo Historia and the guest spot and things like that, and all that sort of thing. So it's going to be an interesting year, and E3 is only, you know, it's definitely under 2 months. I would say even 6 weeks or to go, so not long to go. So I hope that you've enjoyed this little video. I'm a little bit tired now, so I'm going to have a rest. So that's it for me, and I shall see you next time.